All right guys, more about concealed carry drills. This is my friend TJ. TJ's got a strong-sided hip-mounted holster and a full-size gun. TJ, just kind of show him what you got there. So he's got this Glock 17 and an outside the waistband holster. And as you can see, he's got an open front concealment garment, basically just a shirt. It's untucked and it's unbuttoned. On his weak side over here, he's got a spare magazine for the same gun, so he's ready for any reloads. What we're gonna work on first, right now TJ's dry, he's got no ammunition in the gun. Go ahead and present out to the target. Let's just make sure we're safe real quick. So he's got nothing in the chamber, no magazine in there. Holster up. Let's just work through just getting the gun out on target. So simply what we've talked about before, what you've already practiced at the house, simply bring the hands up, sweeping that garment back, getting your hand on the gun, and just present it out to the target. That's all I want you to do. Let's go through that, see what it looks like. Go ahead, draw it to the target. Good. All right, so some things we can look at there as TJ was coming out. Go ahead, reholster. Want to be nice and efficient, so it's going to be straight up out of the holster, straight up. We want to avoid any movement coming up or coming down. Straight up, straight out to the target. And let's see that again. Go ahead. Good. Again, kind of got that rock coming out. So straight up and straight out. Let's try that again. Go ahead. Good. Back in the holster. Just get this hand right here. Yeah. So as you hear, so this is the start of the draw here. This hand gets the gun out and then catches it in the middle, and keep your eyes right up in there. There you go. Yep. All right, TJ, let's just go through a couple dry draws and a couple dry fires. We know we're unloaded. We've already checked that. So what I'm going to have you do is simply just get your gun out, working on the methods we've talked about, sweeping the garment back, bringing it up nice and high, pushing it straight out to the target, both hands on the gun, and aim in the center of that target, put your finger on the trigger, and just give me a nice dry fire. Sound good? Yep. Go ahead when you're ready. Good. All right, rack the slide, and back in the holster. Let's try that again. Go ahead. Good. Rack the slide. Back in the holster. One more time. Go ahead. All right, so last one, TJ, dry fire before we go hot with it. Again, nice and smooth. We're not concerned about speed. What we're trying to do right now, folks, is we're trying to establish a baseline. So all we're doing, TJ is new at this. He has got the draw down where he's safe with it. Now we're just trying to establish a standard. So this will be the last draw dry. So I want you to come out nice and smooth and efficient. Perfect grip like we talked about. Everything kind of coming together. Aim out, see your sights, press that trigger, nice and smooth. You ready? Yep. All right, so one more of those dry before we go hot with it. Let's see it. Not bad. All right, let's go ahead and lock and load the pistol. So insert your magazine. All right, holster up. Let's make sure our ears are in place. All right, TJ, what we're gonna do is just gonna be one shot on target. I don't want you to be concerned with speed. All I want you to be concerned with is an efficient draw, making sure everything is nice and smooth, you're doing things correctly, seeing your sights, and getting a good hit on this target right here in the 8-inch circle. All right, so again, don't worry about time. We're simply gonna use this as a start to kind of establish our baseline a little bit. So on the beep, all I want you to simply do, get your gun out, present it to the target, fire one shot, safely finger off the trigger, back in the holster. You understand? Yep. Here we go, stand by. Good, excellent. Finger off trigger, back in the holster. Good. All right, so you're rated about 2.5 seconds or so. So let's try that again and see where we're at. And you got a good shot right in the 8-inch circle from 5 yards out, so it was a good shot. Let's try it again, nice and smooth. Keep your eyes up on the target. Here we go. Stand by. Good, looks good. And again, you're rated about 2.25 seconds or so, and you had a good hit, a little bit on the outside there, but not bad. Let's try that again, keeping them nice and center, nice and smooth, nice and efficient with everything. Here we go. Stand by. Good, there we go. And you're rated about 2.25 seconds or so. So let's call that your baseline. Let's call your baseline 2.25 seconds. Open front garment, concealed, one shot on target, and staying still. So what I'll do, folks, is I'll go ahead and set the time for 2.25 seconds. So now you're going to hear a start beep and a stop beep to give you an idea what that's going to sound like. There's your start, and after 2 1/4 seconds, you'll hear another one. Okay. So that's our baseline. So your goal is to get your pistol out, get a shot center mass within that 8-inch circle from 5 yards out, 2 1/4 seconds, staying still. You understand?
Okay. Yep.
Here we go. Stand by. Good, you're in there. You got your hit, it was in time standard. So that's a good standard for you. Let's try that again and see if we can keep some consistency there. Here we go, same drill. Good, well within your time standard, and you got a good hit. Let's try that one more time, conceal that gun. Here we go, stand by. Good. Little bit of inconsistencies on that one, but we can smooth it up. However, you still got the standard. You still got your hit, and everything looked pretty good. Yeah. Now, what tends to happen, folks, is as we add things like movement, like communication, that's where we typically see the accuracy kind of go downhill because you're concentrated on all the other stuff. So let's see if we can keep our same time standard of 2 1/4 seconds, 5 yards, 1 shot, 8-inch circle, but let's add an initial communication and a sidestep. So what I'm going to have you do, when you hear the beep, I want you to say, don't move, nice and loud. Simultaneously as you're doing that, I simply just want you to take a sidestep to your right, getting your gun out, 1 shot. Okay. So what we're trying to do is put it all together. So we're basically just task saturating a little bit, same time standard, but adding steps that will increase our survivability out there on the street. So here we go. So again, on the beep, don't move. As you're taking a side step to your right, getting your gun out, 1 shot, 8-inch circle. Try to do all that in 2 1/4 seconds, nice and safe. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Stand by.
Don't move.
Good. You're right there on the time, and your hit looked pretty good. So not bad. Let's try it again, see if we can get some consistency out of it. So again, a side step, a don't move, 8-inch circle, 2 1/4 seconds. You ready? Stand by.
Don't move.
Good. Well within your time. Your hit's a little bit high. Yep. Now, you hit your target, obviously a little outside, so that's where we want to kind of scale it back a little bit. Let's try that again. Let's finish up with a good one. Everything's together perfect. You have a good sidestep, communication, and let's get that 8-inch circle hits. Verify that your sights are where they're supposed to be. You all set?
Yep.
Here we go. Stand by.
Don't move.
Good. In your time, and you got a good hit right there. Excellent job. So good shooting, TJ.
Thank you.
That looked real good. So folks, that's an example of some of the drills you can work on. Now, obviously, me and TJ are working together. He's starting off with concealed carry. He's getting the basics down right now. He's getting out to the range. He's just kind of working on stuff. You don't need an instructor with you. You can do this on your own. Like I said, having a shot timer, real handy, works really good to kind of keep you on your toes and establish that standard, but you don't need one of these. Basically, what I'd recommend is do what TJ just did. Get out there, get on the range. Once you're feeling safe from home, from dry firing, establish some type of standard. Do something that establishes your baseline, meaning just static, one shot from the draw, 5 yards, 8-inch circle, and then just add stuff to it and see if you can somewhat keep that same time standard and definitely the same accuracy standard. So from here, guys, we could add movement to this. We could add moving up to the target, moving away from it. We could add turning into it, using a barricade. Now, how about same drills, strong hand only? So we just keep on stacking on the stuff, basically, with that same time standard and accuracy standard and see how we did. But that's a pretty good job right there. It's an example of some of the drills you can work on. We've talked about it before. When you go hit the range, you want to have a good plan of action to get out there, so you're not just going out there and just doing things that are in your comfort zone. You want to try to work on something that's outside your comfort zone a little bit.